Hello, this is Nicole and Dakota from Adult Advocacy, and we're going to be talking about the IEP and how it affects your IHSS case.
In our experience, the IEP is almost always used to find reasons to deny people when they are trying to seek protective supervision. This happens because not every behavior you mention at home is listed in the IEP, and the county will use anything that's not listed in there as a reason to deny. For instance, I've seen times where the county said, well, because it doesn't say that he touches the stove in his IEP, he must not do it at home either. I've even seen it where the IEP agreed with the parent. The parent said that the child elopes every single day. And the school said in the IEP that the child has a history of eloping. But then a judge said that because the school didn't say that he elopes every single day, they didn't say one way or another, but the judge said that it must not be every single day because the school would have said so if it really was.
One thing that we advise our parents to do is to ask the team, the IEP team, to add the parents' concerns to the document. If they're not willing to, then you can sign with the exception of IEP team not willing to address my parents' concerns, or you can literally not leave the IEP meeting until they do add your concerns. And if your IEP is not around the corner and you still have a long time to wait, you can definitely ask for an IEP addendum to get those parent concerns added to your document.
Well, that is some really good advice. And it is important for many things, not just for IHSS. But sometimes even all that isn't enough. You see, many times when you ask for your parent concerns to be put into the IEP, they just don't make it in, or they don't make it in as severely as you want them to be.
Hmm.
And even when they are, oftentimes the judges, the social workers, they'll just look at that and they'll say, this is the parent's opinion. This isn't the school's opinion. So they just ignore it.
And that is why we're advising our parents here at Galt Advocacy to not give the IEP anymore, because quite frankly, it's not even a document that needs to be submitted because it's not in the regulations or anywhere that it needs to be submitted. And just because it's a request doesn't mean that it needs to be met. Really, the only documents that you need to submit to IHSS is the SOC 873, the paramedical service. And if you're trying to get PS, SOC 821. But at the end of the day, they're supposed to use whatever documents you give them to make their decision.
Now, when you're hearing this, you might be concerned, well, what if I get denied because I didn't give them the IEP? Now, first off, the social worker is not supposed to do that. They are supposed to take whatever documents they have and use that to make their determination, not just deny you because you didn't provide them some document. But if you do have the kind of social worker that's going to deny you because you didn't provide the IEP, they probably would have denied you even if you did provide the IEP.
Ultimately, if you end up in a hearing, it'll be easier to fight for your case if you're not having to fight against the IEP, which is a document that isn't even about the home. This is Nicole and Dakota from Adult Advocacy. We'll see you next time.